Meltdown Monday coming to you live. WNF Productions bringing you to this wonderful September 25th, 2017. Welcoming all the teams that we had coming out earlier this evening, as you guys were watching earlier from the vodcast. TLP versus TG. This time round, SKB versus ONUR6. Yet again in here, having a great time talking about just everything in life. Tank issues and stuff like that going to be coming out. A lot of huge stuff coming down the pipe, as you can see. And as you know, because all the information is thrown out to you guys as much as possible. So let's go ahead and open up this party here really fast. All right, there we go. So I can slowly do introductions. First out of the box here, we're going to do the streamer and one of the uppity ups and the lid poppers. Good friend of mine, fellow streamer. We do a lot of work with him because we're partnered with TLP in a mutual business relationship here. But we consider this very, very friendly with each other. My good friend, Weasel. How you doing?
Not too bad. Thank you for having me tonight, Hellscat.
Yeah, no problem at all. Anytime. Then yet again, another great one of our WNF marshals, a good friend, and chilling down in the glorious state of Florida. Data in the stream. I kill you. How you doing?
Hello, pretty good. A little cooler than you, but pretty good.
A little warm here. And then finally, but least, man that needs every introduction because his head's that big sometimes. The face that runs the place, the man who lays the wood, or lays the pine in the business, as we would say, WNF Beaver. Hello, Beav.
What's up, guys?
So, good match coming up on now. Let me show everybody what we got going on. ONUR6 SKB. At any moment in time during this, I tell you right now, Twitch is having issues. So I'm going to drop this little line on everybody. If there continues, if you have black screen on Twitch, please join us over on the YouTube side, and you'd still be able to watch us, but you'd be able to bump it all the way up as far as 1080p and everything, having a little bit of fun and stuff like that over on the YouTube side. Plus also, let's get to know all of our YouTubers. So, because there's some that are over there that never watched it on Twitch. They just found this on YouTube one time, live streaming, and off we go. So, never the same. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let me just make sure. So in 24 seconds, the VOD will end, and you will cut right on in here. Everybody's starting to pick their tanks. This is 768 format, Beef?
Yes, this one is rolling 768.
So, yet again, I want everybody to get everything ready for themselves. Do you have your picks ready? Do you know who you want to have in your fantasy draft? The first ever World of Tanks Wednesday Night Fights presents Pants on the Grounds Fantasy Draft, October 4th. A lot of fun that's going to be in this. I know it's getting a lot of reactions. Check it out. Pants did put a link in our Discord page, so you can check it out. The rules and the forms to get everything done. It's not really even a form. It's you just pick 15. Is it 15 players? Or no, 10 players. Beaver, do you remember? Is it 10 or 15 players?
I think it's 10.
Any which way, you go up on there, read the rules like every good little school boy and girl does, and jam out to some Alice Cooper, School's Out, pull up the page, and just read the rules. That's what a lot of people need anymore. They just don't want to read. So, if you're going to read, do it right. Put on some Alice Cooper. Let's see here. So, Crooklyn's in, Cutter's in, Sooner Nation. Haven't seen Sooner in a while. That's awesome to see him back out. SBT to kill live. I wonder if, honestly, if SBT actually has like a Mustang or a Lightning or one of the SBT, you know, the Ford products. You always wonder with some of these people's names if they actually have some. Like Colt 40, you know, like Colt 45. Do they own a firearm or do they own a beer? So, I don't know. Yet again, randomness, I like to have some fun while everybody's going. You guys are really quiet. Do you guys even know Colt? You guys might not be old enough for Colt 45 beer.
No.
I have never
I know
drank
the
one
gun.
myself, but I know the reference.
Oh my God! Wow. All right. Well, if
I've shot the gun, but never drank the beer.
Tell you what, the first person in the Twitch chat actually is old enough to remember sneaking a Colt 45 beer. Send me a message. I'll get you hooked up as member of the week on the Twitch club. So yet again, if all the viewers
Are we on Twitch?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Okay. I thought we were only doing YouTube. Sorry.
Nope, YouTube and Twitch.
Ah, excellent. Sorry.
Alrighty, no, it's no problem. So yeah, someone wants to be the WNF Twitch member of the week. There's a good way to do it. Make sure you're over the age of 21, because then we could share beer after the whole thing's done, and say we put down some Colt 45s. Let's see here. Let's see here. TLP has a whole bunch of upcoming stuff that's a lot of like information to go down. So when we have the time, I will interject it. Also, while you're sitting here watching, might as well go shop. It's fall now. Go get your fall apparel. Go check it out at www.acornesports.com. Get your team logo on a hoodie. Get your team logo on a pair of gloves or a one of those hats. Everybody loves having some. Oh, somebody's really beating on there. I need a WD-40 this chair. It's just getting old. It's only like 6 months old.
Looks like we're all readied up here.
I like on your 6's rundown. That's absolutely nasty of a combo. Pair of T10s, pair of T57 heavies, and a trio E5s. And anybody say in big giant letters, OP. Beaver, go ahead and run down the SKB.
Yeah, SKB bringing an E4, the Brazil, 3 E5s and 2 Chieftains. Also, while we're loading into the game, guys, don't forget, Season 3 of World of Tanks Battle of the Clans is coming soon, so hit up King Sticky for more information about that.
Oh yeah, and then don't also forget another WCL event is coming up this weekend. Let's see here. This just got released today. Tomorrow is a 2v2 Tier 7. Thursday is a 2v2 Tier 7, only 32 teams. And then on October 7th, special edition number 6, 7v7 Tier 10s. So definitely check that out. It's in the club page on your Xbox. If you're not part of that, hit us up and we'll link you guys over to get up on there into the hub page for the WCL. It's actually pretty easy to get in there. All right, so let's see here. Mad Dash for the middle. Danji and SVT taking the inside route. Oh, Kimbaka also. They should be getting spotted up here just momentarily by Vikings. Everybody slaughters his first name, so it just became known as Vikings.
The Brazil ends up getting all the spots there pretty much without getting detected himself. Throws in a pot shot, doesn't pen though.
Gotta love that trolley heat.
He's still not detected, but I'm like they obviously know he's out there.
Yeah. I mean,
but giving his team the ability to know where ONUR6 is pushing in, and that they've got 2 tanks on the outside road here, the rest have moved in the town. That's a huge advantage for SKB at this moment. Let's see how they use it.
Shadow Blades is not in a. Wow, he's not in the AMX 30B no more, or the AMX 30. Remember, he always picked that over and over and over,
I do not.
Yep. He was peeking it when he was fighting NB.
He's in the
Or
E4
N,
and he's sitting way back behind the pond.
They're
peeking.
I'd actually like to see him move up a little bit more.
Actually, no. Yeah. This is actually a TNG play right here. TNG did this in WCT2 finals, and they actually ended up winning doing that, keeping the light tank behind them, preoccupied, put all their guys right here on the base, and then actually the E4 was over one grid where he originally was, and he just sat back there. The only difference was they used a T30 instead. He ended up with like a 7K game because they suck you in. SKB been getting trained by TNG maybe? Big Kev getting ammo racked.
Maybe, but it's not helping them.
No, SKB's losing a lot of health there quickly.
Yep.
The V5s are getting melted.
Yeah, J-Dog is like completely... They're on the wrong side of the... Okay, see, Snafu and them are on the right side.
There
goes down.
J-Dog needs to be
on
the other side.
You do not fight the gap. You do not fight that gap. You just run away from
Carlson's lost his ammo rack. He might have repaired it.
Vikings trying to get rear shots. There he goes. Gets a couple shots in the baka.
They're going to turn and address him. He has to run. He takes off.
You can't see me putting good shells back down range. Cutter and them need to push.
Shadow
until they bring Shadow down.
On a sliver of health, yeah.
He's not hull down where he's at.
No, he's lit up, he's exposed, and he goes
need to be
down.
on the other side of the road, on this side of the pond that I'm looking at right now. As you see from my view.
Yeah, he needed to be on the further pond.
They're going to push on Carlson here.
Oh, yeah, Landry's pretty much
he's still ammo racked. Look at that reload. It's so long.
Yep, bye-bye.
Goes down.
All right, here
and
we go.
Now it's just a matter of squeezing in on these last 2 heavies.
Ooh. They need to focus fire, but they go down nonetheless. You just can't account for the gun lack.
I mean, Vikings probably going to make a run for it, but ONUR6 is just going to take the cap and win it. They only need one guy to cap it, and he's already there.
And
I'm
here's
sure
the rest of the team
they're going to pile
in.
more in anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it down to 30 seconds.
You called it.
Patanji's going to go after him anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually use the T10s to run after the lights as the rest of the team is capping, simply because they have the speed and the armor. It's hard to surprise those guys.
And they're a very hard tank. As a light tanker, I know they're a very hard tank to pen on the run. Because the front of, when you're shooting backwards, the front of that tank is difficult to pen without hitting lower plate.
Mm-hmm. And I also like to run food, so aiming at your lighter, faster tank is a breeze.
Ooh, the E5 here manages to cut him off. Let's see, he hits.
Oh, 195. What was that? He must have had HE
Rams
or something.
I love to see a ram kill for the finish on an open field.
Yep, against the light tank.
It's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing to get a ram kill in the town when he's cornered, but out in the open field. So on your 6 here, a lot of damage.
Nerds Kisses Girls coming out with the 46-48. You wouldn't expect any less, but Crooklyn pulling up the donuts. That's pretty crazy. Snafu over there on the SKB side, 24-69. Go ahead there, Weasel.
The SKB side, they have a Chieftain getting 2,400, the other Chieftain getting 1,600, and that was Snafu and Carlson, but the rest of their tanks not quite hitting the mark. I'd like to say that the T-57s there, one on your 6 side, one, as you mentioned, was 4,600, and the other one was a goose egg, but they still averaged for 2,300, still beating. Still pulling the top mark, or very near the top mark on their team.
Yeah, there's a little gap on that courtyard that shoots that overview. It's very hard to fight it. You really shouldn't fight it unless you have some type of Russian side scraping very well in that corner. I've tried it with my T10. It was a bad idea. I won't repeat that again.
Getting everything switched up. Everything rolls.
On your 6, just showing that yet again that they are very dominant at tier 10s. On your 6, just they've perfected the tier 10s. I know Cutter was asking me earlier if POPRS was able to put together a 10-100 game. And I said, are you kidding me? There's no way I'm going to play your team 10-100 live on the stream.
On your 6, busting out with now these 113s. These things are absolute. This map's almost made for them. They do so people think that yeah, they're fast, they're flat. You want to play them, you know, with that flat frontal plate. You never want to get caught at a distance with the 113. The armor's not meant for that. Where the 113 shines is where the IS-7 starts to fail. And that's in your face brawling, and the upper plate is so thick, and all you got to do is just spin it left and right and keep adjusting the angles, and the 113 upper plate will just bounce and bounce and bounce, and the turret on it is incredibly tough. So you get up in their face, and you barrel stuff them. So they try to fire down onto your commander's hatch, but yet again, you're moving. So that little narrow of area, because even the roof is arched just enough to get some really good bounces out of it. So I've seen a lot of our resident super unis playing this tank take on four tanks. I know of at least one guy. He's super uni as it goes. The team fell away. We were playing with, it was 3 of us, and then the rest of the team quit. And it was a 5-on-1 scenario in a tier 10, and he took out all 5 of the people just in a 113. I was in complete awe of him and the way he, calculates and moves and everything in that 113. So big shout out to all the people who do own it. Check it out. Watch the videos. There's a lot of good videos out there to watch on that 113 because it is an absolute beast of a brawler.
Now you're just making me jealous because I just got my IS-7, and every time I play it, everyone swaps to premium.
I mean, the IS-7, it used to be the King Daddy. I mean, even the E5 it would tremble looking at, oh crap, it's an IS-7. Now, the king is dead, I guess you could say. Because anything pins that front. Anything. I mean, you can. I know I was playing an STA1, grinding through that Jap line, and I pinned the front. I'm like, what? How did I? Yet again with heat, but yet again, I'm like, how did I pin an IS-7?
I penned an IS-7 on my T28 Prot with regular rounds.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and
just
and if you say you got a E4, I mean, this is a complaint across the board that I kept getting. People just getting one-shotted. Be like, yep, an E4 got me. And pops the rack. So that makes it interesting.
That happened to me 3 games ago.
It happens.
It happened to me 3 games ago.
It's not like it's a random occurring event. I mean, they can almost guarantee it, putting money down on it, that you're going to experience it, and you're going to get your top popped by an E4 within the first 50 games. All right, here we go. On your 6 rolling out, E4, T10, AMX 5120, pair of E5s and 113s. Beaver, go down SKB.
SK bringing out the 2 baby bats, the IS-4, the IS-7, the T57 heavy, and 2 E5s.
All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show. You guys go ahead and have some fun with the commentating aspect. I'm just going to be making some pretty cool stuff here. On your 6, SKB don't know this, but their matches are going to become commercials. So if you see me doing some, cinematic features going on, it's because, well, we're having a little fun, and these guys are going to be the test bed for commercial. So go ahead. There, Weasel, QU and Beeve, enjoy the game. I'm going to be enjoying the camera.
Okay. SKB's in the blue, on your 6 is in the red. Obviously opposite of last match.
And I have a feeling on your 6 is going to show SKB how to use an E4 on that lake.
He got a spawn point so far away, though. He's got a long way to go to get there.
Yeah, but you do not want to catch that guy out in the open, because that just means you're in the open too, and come on, it's an E4.
Vikings here. This time he's in a Bat Chat AP instead of the Brazil, and he's going out for the spots. He gets basically all but 3 or 4 of them, it looked like. He got the majority of their team. He's undetected himself, and he's managed to make it all the way wide past them. SKB, let's see if they take advantage of it this time and move into the town.
They're doing a 5-line push with 2 mediums that can put them on crossfire. This is going to hurt.
SKB takes the early damage lead. Vikings has taken damage. Did he? I missed that. Did he get shot, or did he somehow manage to roll his?
No, he got shot.
I did not see it. He got shot.
They're not managing the view range very well. They're 2 medium tanks facing all heavies. They should be further back.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, Snafu has the recon skill, because I've seen him spot across the entire field. They need to be further back. I think they just got trapped there and they can't
Yeah,
retreat at this
especially
point.
Snafu. They moved really far. ONUR6 moved right over to him. He's on a reload now, and he's behind that bunker, but he's not. They're very close to him. Vikings is making a move here on his reload. He's gone far south, and
only thing I have to say is they're using their 113s a little weird. I wouldn't. Yet again, they went field with them, and you can see they got paid. The 113's just not going to have the damaging, guys. And the Evil Knievel lost 80, well, about 60% of his life there. No, less than that.
Wow, Carlson goes down, and
Wow,
the
nice
damage
focus
has
fire.
now come in favor of ONUR6, as well as the
Yeah,
guns.
they're pulling it back. I'm surprised.
As soon as the Batchats went on reload, ONUR6 made a move here.
Oh, Sooner Nation's getting clipped.
So Evil Knievel and Sooner are holding half of SKB's team while the rest of them rotated. And now that Batchat is going to be alone from SKB and this IS-4 is alone, this is a bad situation.
Vikings is going to make a
both those
move here.
tanks.
Oh, he decides against it, but he's right there keeping them honest.
Ooh,
See if he
Cutter
goes
tried to
in.
get that IS-7. He did, but he's probably going to be taken down by that E5. Yeah, definitely Cutter is in trouble. J-Dog
is
needs
in
to
trouble.
go in there and...
Vikings
They're
dead.
pouncing Vikings. They've taken
Yep,
out
he's
Vikings.
gone.
It was
Yeah,
that
Viking's
fast.
gone. Cutter's gone. Big Kev needs to move into the 113 and E5 pair with J-Dog and finish them up.
Kev's going to get flanked here by the E4. This is going to hurt. Wow.
Yep, there goes.
Almost an 800 roll. Big Kev needs to back up, and
Oh,
I don't know if he's got
5100 is
anywhere to
coming
run.
around. Why? He's hesitating. Come on. Let loose.
Maybe he was just waiting for the E4 to get loaded, but it seems like it was not worth the wait. The 5120 goes down.
That's the problem with that. If he had gone in and hadn't hesitated, I don't think he was reloading. I thought he was reloaded.
The Tang comes around the corner to get Big Kev.
But they got it.
Yeah. ONUR6 pulls it off.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw them bleeding like that. I expected them to go down fast, but no, they denied the win. So the ONUR6 top damage dealer is Far Dragon with his E4, obviously shooting people from behind is easy peasy with that tank, and Big Kev pulling 2900 from SKB side. I'm surprised how little damage those Batchats did. It looked like a lot more from spectating, but they only did 2,000 and 1,700. They must have not done much more after the guys went into town.
What's our next map, Beef? Our next map.
I'm just reading the Discord. Cutter says Proc, not Proc, Prokhorovka. Whoops. Beaver. All right, Hells.
Yeah, give me just a moment here. I'm trying to track him down.
Yeah, so I was saying before this match here, or that last round we watched, I was talking to Cutter earlier, and he had asked if POPRS were willing to do a 10-100 versus them, and I was like, well, I think we could do it, but I would not do it live on stream because you guys on your 6 has the tier 10s just locked down. They are so good in them, and I mean we'd play them. We wouldn't shy away from playing them, but it wouldn't be worth doing it on stream because we're still a bronze team. We are doing well. I feel we'll move up to silver very soon. I mean, I don't know the rankings. I don't know the way the numbers work, but I feel POPRS are on their way to silver. It's just a matter of getting more games in and getting more scrims going. But at this point, we're still bronze, and on your 6, I feel is. I don't know. You know the numbers. I think they look to me like they're on their way to a gold position. I mean, what are they now? Top of the silver. Yeah, they're top of the silver. So they're pushing that gold.
Yeah, they're number 1
position. And yeah, although we're up there in the bronze division, we're not ready for a 10-100 against on your 6. That is
They had a match set up one time that a team called off, so we were looking to fill the match, and unfortunately either Raging or Pants or I volunteered NB, and we brought tier 10s, but at the time NB was not prepared to have a tier 10 team. We hadn't even actually ever competed at tier 10. That was the first time anyone was calling tier 10, and yeah, we regretted that one.
Yeah, there's not much room for error at tier 10.
Yeah, but Cutter has promised a few scrims at tier 9 with us. We'll definitely be calling on him soon, and then maybe even a match here at the at the Wednesday night fight. So we'll see.
So that first map was SKB's pick, was it not? Back and take a look. Yes,
I
SKB
believe
was
so.
the team that picked Siegfried, and ONUR6 went 2-0 on it. So now we're playing Proc, and ONUR6 has picked Proc.
Let me see, we go. Getting these teams ready to rock and roll there for you guys.
The ONUR6 has already got most of their tanks picked here. They need one more, but SKB is still deciding on what they want to bring here. Looks like.
Yeah, from ONUR6, this seems like they've practiced this before.
Yeah, they knew what they wanted. They picked the map. They knew what they wanted.
Oh,
They're
triple E5s. Yeah, we don't know where they're going. By the way, this map is made for the E5. It's a map you do not want to face the E5 in, and those E50s with the E50Ms with their DPM, they complement them very nicely. So this will be interesting.
SKB here gets a chance to pick their tanks accordingly. I mean, I don't think ONUR6 would make any changes, whether no matter what tanks SKB brought forth. They know what they want to do.
Hello, Django. He's out there in Twitch. How you doing, sir? Yes, yet again, we are streaming across the board to multiple sites here. Thank you to restream.io. Speaking of websites, acornesports.com. Go check them out. Get your nut on. And also Wednesday night fantasy draft coming October 4th. Check it out. A lot of great action live here on Wednesday Night Fights. Other than that right now, I think just waiting on SKB here to pick their final tanks so we can get this going here. Do or die for SKB here, or ONUR6 is just going to take it to 3 and just... Gotta love it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that STB1 has a extremely protected turret. Is that correct? Something in the order of 200, 250 millimeters of armor up there.
Last I checked, yeah. I mean, what makes that tank is the turret. Well, I think it has a couple bubbles that kind of make it stick out. You're close with it. I mean, it does have amazing gun depression. So, but yeah, I mean, everybody says that the cannon on it can be a little trolly sometimes. You know, aim one here and then it knocks it out of the park. Yeah, the other way. So, yeah, the other way. Good tank, just inconsistent. SKB rolling out with the E3 and E4 on this map. Interesting. And pulling out the AMX-30 with Shadow Blades. Alrighty.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing, Beef? You get ready to switch sides? Wrong button. It's all good. So Weasel, go ahead and roll down the SKB side kill. You run down the others.
All right, we've
Once we get
got the game starting, so I can't read it at the moment.
The beaver has struck again. He's probably giggling.
Okay, I was doing SKB?
Yeah.
Okay. SKB has an E4, an E3, a Batchat AP, an AMX30, a Object 140, STB1, and a full-size Batchat 25.
And on your 6 is bringing an E4, a Rue 251, a pair of E50Ms, and triple E5s.
So on your 6 is using the Tier 8 Light, whereas SKB has got the Baby Batchat and the AMX30 for their Tier 9s instead of an 8. On your 6 is going straight under the bridge and sending Patanji for the spot.
I am surprised that Rue got away without a scratch.
It's a tough tank to snap. But those two TDs, you got the E3 and the E4. I don't know what they plan on hitting from out there, but with on your 6 positioning on the other side of the tracks, I think those guys got to move up.
Oh man, Vikings getting triple tapped. Triple E5 tap and loses 3/4 of his life in 1 second.
Yep, E5s can do that to you. I think those tank destroyers are trying to get in the bowl. I don't know how useful that will be because from the bowl you cannot see the flag. And it's great if on your 6 tries to push over and try and take you down, but if they just sit on the flag, then those tank destroyers become useless. And them having the extra gun, I guarantee you they're going for the flag soon the moment they realize the tank destroyers are back there, which they do know now.
Cutter coming out of the corner, playing them farther forward up now with his E4. Landrew, oh man, E5 build. Oh man.
That E40 just melted, or the Object 140, sorry.
Yep. They got a hold of the trio.
Here's the AMX30 next.
Oh, why are they crossing right there? They know that it's just a snipe. There's one.
Those mediums are putting work, the 250Ms.
Yeah. Well, the gun handling on those E50Ms are just so good. Ooh, E4 taking a hit.
So this is, yeah, the E4 I think is trying to get in range of to see the 50Ms, but they don't have spot on them. And the E5s are just going to pick them apart. Gun depression there is just right. There goes the Batchat. Notice how on your 6 is still at 100%.
Yeah, on your 6 has not taken a lick of damage yet.
And I jinxed
and
him.
as we say that, Sooner Nation takes a pretty big hit there.
Yeah.
I guarantee you when Cutter is watching this tomorrow, he'll be like, kill you!
Oh, E3 going down. Big hit from
Yeah.
the E5.
Cutter.
Those E5s are just ripping everybody up right there. And then Cutter coming through on the other end. Well, it looks like
they've crossed the tracks on either side. They've got 2 tanks left to pinch in on.
Yeah, they're not waiting around.
The Batchat's on a reload. They're just going to ram them, finish them off. And the STB goes down as well. 78%. And mind you, a lot of that damage they did lose was at the very end when they just bum rushed the Batchat. So on your 6, yet again proving their dominance at tier 10.
Sooner a nerd kisses girls. I just noticed that name. I've been calling him nerd this whole time. He's the nerd that kisses girls.
Good movie from the 80s. Revenge of the Nerds. Alrighty there. So during all
Showing your age over there.
While you guys were putting this on, this next match that is now going on to Twitch, which was this last one. I've been sitting back here tweaking the video feed and everything on it, so it should look absolutely 100% gorgeous. You're actually getting views of it now, so yeah, SKB, you are very right, Jingles. See how this picture looks over here on Twitch land. There we go. It's still a little fog. Alright, so now we're just going to be waiting for On Your 6 one more time. On Your 6 leaving isn't, they are actually up next, I thought. BK versus On Your 6. 761 format for your 9 p.m. hour. Then UGCC versus SKB again. So we got double takes all night long. So I do want to say welcome to everybody. Thank you for coming in tonight. Hope you all are having a great evening.
So far, it's been very interesting matches.
They've gone 3-0 both times so far. We've made quite good time tonight for. As opposed to last Friday. I was watching last Friday's stream, and
yeah, we ran really long. Even when
they were
BK comes in,
I mean, they were so good
right?
matches. I was watching Friday's stream, and although it did go long, those matches were great matches to watch. Back and forth, it was so entertaining.
I typically don't like 3-0 games. I'm one to complain, but this 3-0 has been so different. TG having the town and the domination, and POPRS coming around, On Your 6 exposing themselves out in the field and just completely getting obliterated and still pulling through. Those matches are still gold.
Right back.
There's a lot that could be said about those matches. Yes, sir. So yeah, I've actually still been impressed. Obviously, both SKB and On Your 6 are very good teams, so they're able to put a show in there. It's just that SKB was a little unfortunate today.
I mean, I was happy with the 3-0 win for the first round because I myself was participating.
You were
on
biased,
POPRS
my
side,
friend.
So, yeah, my opinion's biased. I was very happy to win 3-0. But
although I have to say, right, fortune favors the bold, and the move you did on that game was kind of bold. I was disappointed that TG missed the opportunity to turn around and face your mediums when their light spotted you guys. Had they done that, you do realize they could have taken you out, because they would have taken the mediums.
I do. During that brief intermission there, before we got the stream going again, we had talked about that. And if TG is watching the stream at this moment, or the rebroadcast of this stream, we had come out, like I had mentioned to you earlier, we had come out in the first round with our staple heavy format, and we went up one game. And then for the second and the third game, we had discussed before coming into the match tonight that if we had a lead, we really wanted to practice using mediums. We wanted to implement the E50s. And after we won the first game, that's what we did. And we did. You're right. We did a very bold move with that flank, that's sending the E50s all the way around. And I briefly got to kind of skim through the rebroadcast while we were off air there. And you're right. We were a little overextended, and I don't think PG had expected us to do something so bold and blatant.
No.
It's not something we normally have done in the past, and we were trying to practice doing a big move like that. It did work, it did pay off, but I think it was mainly because PG was caught off guard by us doing something like that. Not necessarily because it was the best move, you know. It was just kind of so. Yeah.
To TG's defense, because we're kind of picking their strategy apart. Hindsight is 2020, so we're not trying to say that was a bad call. Any other day that may have actually been a great call. It's just that we have hindsight now. We know what happened. So I'm sure those guys will respond differently the next time you try that again.
yeah. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that it worked. The play that the POPRS had done, the play that my team had done there, it did work. But I don't think it was necessarily. I don't think it would work again. It would be the play would be red. Trying to repeat that move, it wouldn't fly twice.
Yeah, I've had that happen to us a couple of times where I overextended our mediums on one side, and whichever team was facing us just completely rotated their heavies, and it was very unfortunate for us. Actually, I believe Cutter did that to us when we had the opportunity to play them, if I remember correctly.
All it takes is the shot caller noticing it, calling it out, and a move like that is capitalized on quickly.
Yeah, and unfortunately for us, we thought we weren't detected, and we weren't. After I watched the video, just Cutter made the obvious decision when he didn't spot our heavies, or sorry, our mediums for a certain period of time, and that's really the difference between bronze, silver, and gold. How quickly do you start reacting to the enemy behaving differently? Just like I tell my guys, we can come up with the best strategy in the world, but once we engage, you and I and whoever the caller is, we have to be flexible, and that's really what it takes to keep going up. I'll have to drop for about 10 minutes because I have to manage some things here in the house, so I'll be right back, ladies and gents. Like a startling sign that fate had finally found me, and your voice was all I heard. Did I get what I deserved?
Alright, leaving me here with Silent Beaver. I'll rename him Silent Beaver. And Hell's Cat. They're currently trying to... What are we looking for? We have BK versus ONUR6's second team coming up next. BK will pick first map. Just waiting on those guys. We're a little bit ahead of schedule here, so bear with us, guys.
All right, guys, I'm back.
And there he is. Hell's Cat the man is back.
Yeah, I just had to step away for just a moment.
So did I kill you? And Silent Beaver and I have been just having the most incredible conversation. You have no idea.
Was Beaver still silent on us?
I've dubbed him the Silent Beaver.
Silent Beaver.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Yet again, to all the new teams that are coming into Wednesday night fights here on Meltdown Monday. We got some stuff in the works yet again for in the works for all of you Bronze Division teams to know. The Silver and Gold are going, hey, when are we going to get our special event? It's coming. We're going through the final checks on everything for you guys. And reassuring your guys' prize pool is very nice. And as always, usually we try to get you the best pricing as we possibly can. So, speaking of that, we might as well go ahead and do a one-liner here. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
Wife keeps all your nuts, and you're able to save some back for yourself, and you want a place to spend them, well, take it over to Acorn Esports. They got some great apparel, equipment, game fuel, everything. The Gamers Mall, as it's called. Go check them out. acornesports.com. Totally worth it. And then while you're over there, if you're going to sign up underneath that Wednesday night fights, and then all your partial of the proceeds from you buying stuff from them goes right back to the community. Typically, because everything that we're doing is going to go right back to the community, just like your subscribes. Remember, if you're a Twitch Prime subscriber, you have to renew your well, I guess you would kind of renew your subscription to, because it resets every month. So definitely check. And if you're subscribed to Wednesday Night Fights, make sure to renew it. We're going to be having some subscriber games coming soon. So giving a lot of the subscribers their own special part of Twitch. People have asked, and I'm working on it right now. I just had to get some pictures resized. But the Wednesday Night Fight emoticons, emotes, whatever you want to call them, they will be coming on soon for that, and then some other different ones like that. And then we have some games going on. I think, let me check out one thing for you all. Let's see if we can get this going. We're going to do the roulette wheel. See if we can do this. Alrighty. tapped into the chat. Let's have some fun. So let's see here. So you got to do I command or exclamation point command. Let's see what it says. Trying to get this MooBot going. So let's see how it rolls.
Yeah, I tried getting a MooBot going myself. I couldn't figure out MooBot.
I know I set up some games in there.
So I clicked. I'm sitting there looking at your chat here myself. I clicked on twitch.move, the link you posted there. Am I supposed to click on it, or is that for you?
I don't know where it sends it. I don't know where it posted that. And I'm like, that wasn't supposed to.
Okay, so I wasn't sure. I'm trying to follow along with you here, Hellscat, and
We'll
give you a
MooBot
real-time
together.
feedback of what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, MooBot says it's giving you exclamation MooBot remove to remove from your chat, exclamation MooBot rejoin to force rejoin, and then use your dashboard.
See what happens when we get bored? We start playing with stuff that's not supposed to be seen on stream.
Well, the stream's going to catch up to us, and they're going to realize why you're saying MooBot on the chat here, because at this point they don't hear us, right? They just see it in the chat in 5 minutes. Well, the Twitch streamers, right? They see the chat in real time, but they don't hear us in real time.
Yeah, so they're going to be like, what is this? I don't know what's going on, guys. It's 8:03 and no one has showed up into the room yet. ONUR6 was in here temporarily. But, oh, that's going to be...
It's actually 9:03.
How do you post that one?
You're in the wrong time zone.
Sorry, yeah, it's 7:04 right now for me. Sorry, 8:04. I'm thinking way behind.
Is the room open?
Yeah. That's what I thought. Beaver, is the room open? I don't know.
Well, because the HM just said, open the room, guy. B team is waiting. I don't think Beaver has the room open. I may be wrong. I don't even know how to tell, to be honest.
I haven't. Yeah, let's finalize everything first on this.
Okay, I'm gonna send an invite to Cutter to join the room, because I can send him a game invite, right? If I get him a game invite, he should be able to jump in and then start inviting his guys. Evil Knievel's here. He should be able to do it. Because if they're in the room and they send invites, it overrules whether it's locked or not, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. They've been saying here lately that Xbox invites won't work, but Tanks.
Oh, I got to do it through the tanks. Okay. Cutter.
All right, now playing with MooBot. I got to figure out if I need to open up a room or not.
I can run the room for you if you want. Cutter, I got Cutter in here, so hopefully Cutter can.
Oh man, you had to take off.
But we still need Beaver to run the room though.
No, I'll start a room.
Do you want me to do it? Because you're doing the stream, man.
It's
I
okay.
can.
It's okay, bud.
I know it's difficult to run it while you're streaming, so we can struggle through this together.
Beaver would just message me. I don't know what's going on, so it was just 2 moments, guys. I apologize for the delay. I know you guys have been sitting here watching for like the last 20 minutes and nothing is happening. So I do apologize. I don't know what has happened, but C761. Let's do it there.
There we go. And there they are. We're sitting here wondering why they're not piling in. Well, we found our answer. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Moobot had us distracted.
Yes, it did. Well, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Well,
knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Come on. Interrupting Twitch bot.
Interrupting Twitch bot.
Moobot.
Yeah, pretty much. Why is UGCC
all right, that was
coming
bad.
in now?
I'm sorry.
Moo.
Well,
I won't boo ya. I'll moo ya. Oh, it's even worse.
Moobot. All right, so it's just me and you now, Els.
Yep.
IQU's going to come back, and he's going to be sitting in a room all by himself with Beaver.
Yeah. We have lasers on the other team. BK starting to come in. They've got their 4. Now they need 3 more. I need to know what map. So I can get the map listings up here.
I see people in the Twitch chat here doing the exclamation Moobot remove, exclamation Russian roulette.
Yeah, you gotta love Moobot. It's a lot better than Nightbot. So we're going back to Siegfried.
Yep.
Practicing the crap
Regular
out
or
of,
war?
encounter. Everybody's playing the crap out of Siegfried line.
Well, we picked it today because last week we got stomped on it, so we wanted to re-roll it and see if we could do better on it. But every team seems to be picking it tonight.
Man, it's been so hot here, and we haven't had a drop of rain in like 2 months. Stupid. So everything's turning brown. There's nothing to absorb the heat. So it's just been absolutely miserable. Alright, so now we're just sitting here waiting on BK here. Sorry, I do apologize for the long wait. Let me turn on a little bit of music here so you guys can jam out a little bit while we wait for the other team.
Let me guess, Alice Cooper?
I would love to play some Alice Cooper, but I think I'd get popped for copyright.
Probably.
I already did play one Linkin Park song, and that one's good, but then it played another one for like a minute. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Fortunately,
they don't remove your videos if you play music that they deem that they feel you cross the copyright line with. They don't remove your videos. They just mute your videos. So your videos are still there.
Oh yeah.
The audio like just cuts out.
Getting muted.
No, I don't blame you. I don't play music when I'm doing matches, but I will do music if I'm doing just a pub night broadcast where the rebroadcast is not important at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Where it's basically a watch it live or don't watch it at all, really. But people want to go back and they want to rewatch these, especially the teams that are involved. Or the teams that are looking to play some of these teams in the future, looking at the maps, looking at the formats, you know, learning tank lineups and stuff. The ones getting the up and coming teams that are trying to learn, you know, trying to figure out how the 761 or the 768 format really, the meta really works.
Yeah. Okay, slowly filing in. What, they're up to 6 now?
So, Hells, this is ONUR6's second string, if I'm not mistaken. They're coming out here putting together a 761 format instead of ONUR6's staple Tier 10 lineup. So this is not the same. It's not the same team we just watched play.
No,
same community, same group of tankers, but a different lineup.
Yeah, essentially what we got going on here is this is the other part of ONUR6 that want to play down here in the 761 format and have the tanks for it. So
so their team's basically split up into a 761 team and a 768 team?
Well, I mean,
is that how I'm reading this?
Kinda, yeah. And then of course all these players here do the 10 match also, but essentially yes. these are the guys that are breaking it, you know, helping them break into the 761 format. Alrighty, so there we go. BK's finally all the way in. Let's get the room locked down.
All right, we're for how far ahead of schedule we started off. We kind of lost that time.
Yeah, now we're way behind schedule.
I wish we could have streamed the game, the little match we had, the TOP versus TOP match we had. I wish we could have streamed that in between. Did you get my message there, Hells?
Yeah, let us finish up just a few more things and everything, and then we'll come out with that.
Okay, I just wanted to mention the format, and I didn't want to. But we tested a new format that I've never seen done, and it's for smaller games. It's basically taking the 761 and the 768 format and kind of downsizing it to play 4-on-4, and we've heard of it being used as for practices within communities for teams that don't have enough players to have a full 7-on-7 within their team, like a whole 14 plus players that can get together for practice night and play against each other. So what you do is you just split up into 2 teams of 4, and you play for 768 you would play 438, which would be 3 10s and an 8, or 2 10s and 2 9s. So you still get the aspect of having your 10s and your 9s, or your 10s and an 8. And for 761, you downsize that to a 430. What would it be? 434. So it's 438 for the tier 10 downsize and 434 for the tier 9s downsize. So you would have 3 9s and a 7, or 2 9s and 2 8s. And we did a little test for that in the intermission there, TLP versus TLP, and we divided into 2 teams of 4. And worked out. We did it on Hims Winter, and the one team picked 3 10s and an 8, and then the other team picked 2 and 2, and then they swapped it the next time actually, and the other team went the other way. But it's a neat practice format if you can't get the numbers together, because it still utilizes the same kind of tank layout lineups in a smaller scale.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be see how it goes and roll with it.
We're going to do some testing with it within our community. But I thought I'd bring it up, and other teams can maybe test that in their practices for smaller scale practices on nights where they can't quite get the full 14 together, but could maybe get 8. It's much easier to get 8 on a practice night than it is.
Go down BK. I'm going to go down ONUR6 really fast. We have a T30, Bunker Bulldog, pair E50s, pair T10s, and a WZ 11114.
BK's got a Conqueror, an STI, double T10s, double E50s, and they've got a Lycan. I'm liking the Lycan.
Here we go, guys. Game 1.
All right, BK in the blue, ONUR6 in the red. BK's got the north spawn. They've both gone with the tier 7 lights. I find with the 761 format, more teams opt for the single 7 over the double 8s than with the tier 10 format. I find the tier 9 the double 9s is more viable than the double 8s at the 761.
Yeah, 768, I mean, unless you're going to go with something like a very urban map with like 2 AMX 5100s or a pair of IS3s, it's definitely been all about the 7s and having that light tank. So
ONUR6 making a big push in the field here, making the Lycan run for it. He got hit once.
Yep, already ammo racked. AO Treachery, HM, and the industry.
All of BK lit up here.
They got to get off that hill. Get away, get away, get away.
They have not been able to capitalize on the E50s in the hill in the field here. They've got to make a decision because ONUR6 is slowly gaining the position in town while BK is being distracted.
Yep, let's roll over to the city here. Let's see what ONUR6 is rocking. We have lasers actually leading the charge. The Lux is going to get a hit, and it's going to, oh, maybe not. Oh, he pops out the wrong way, and
he gets double tapped, triple tapped. I think all 3 of the ONUR6 tanks just hit him.
Bob Man coming in, rushing in like a madman, taking on Rising Devil, but now he's paying for it. I am great, and them think, okay, we're going to get some flank shots on these guys. They do have the blatant overmatch. BK just needs to capitalize on it. KSI
They've lost 1 tank in the city.
Yep, they gotta press the issue because they still have the advance.
The E50s are making a move on Vortex.
Yeah, the Viper Vortex kind of got stuck out there. Bobman goes down.
ONUR6 has done well here in the city, but I think they're going to lose momentum here. PK's got healthier tanks in the town, and they need to take those that T30 and the T10 out.
Road Rambler's getting ready to get shot in the butt. Oh, and it just goes into his track. Blaine Heat. But now King of Guns is loaded, and he could just take a quick shot. 506. See, Donkey and I Am Great need to quit messing around and just charge in.
I'm Great takes out Stevie. I'm Great's going to take the T30 here. He gets rocked hard by it, but he takes him out that he needed to.
There we go.
They take out Devil. Now it's a match again. I'm Great goes down. He needed to fall back to Donkey.
Yep. Now don't count him out. I mean, the Lycan's on a reload.
It's a potent clip. A potent magazine from him.
But here comes the industry. He's full health. That's bad news. Donkey has to be on point.
Yes, it is.
And Donkey misses.
He's also got too many ones coming in behind him.
Spectre's trying to
Spectre's got to think about running. He gets hit.
There was 3 minutes on the
clock.
3
minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go. There wasn't enough time for him to run anyway.
Nope. So over on ONUR6 coming out. Decent spread of damage across the board. Real close. I mean, HK, Industry, and King of Guns all almost throwing up identical numbers here. And then Stevie, Rising Devil having great numbers, and then the T30 coming out with 2171. So BK though, I mean, they were spreading the damage around too, spreading the love. Bobman didn't do much. He got a little overzealous, rushed in, trying to think he could save KSI. KSI had no chance, man. He pulled out, and between the T30 and the other guys, he got triple tapped and he got crippled. quickly. Alrighty.
Yeah, it was a good match to watch. BK got caught a little bit off guard there. They were sitting there watching those E50s in the field. They finally went, let's just get into the town. They moved into the town, duked it out with ONUR6. It could have gone both ways there, and I thought BK was going to end up coming ahead there in the city, but the E50s that ONUR6 had sent through the field finally came in and made the difference. BK, they know what they want to do. They're all readied up again. They've got their tanks selected. I think they feel that that it wasn't their tank lineup that was the problem. It was a little bit of miscommunication at the beginning there, maybe.
Yeah.
And they want to re-roll that.
One of those play it again, Sam type of moments.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, especially in the teams that are up and coming that are testing new shot callers. I'm not too certain about BK myself. Interject me if I'm not correct, but it kind of looked to me like whoever their shot caller is might not have been enforcing to his team to stay focused. Let's go. And that too many of them got sidetracked by the field, the 2 E50 field push.
Yeah.
So we have both teams readied up. I'll call out the BK side again. We've got a Conqueror, an STI, 2 T10s, an E50, and a Lycan. I'm sorry, Hellscat.
I was going to let you roll down on your 6, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Would you like me to do both?
Sure. Go ahead, sir. It's all yours.
I'm just trying to help you out because I know you're running the room and all.
No, go for it, buddy.
It's a lot more to run. ONUR6 is rolling 3 T10s, 2 E50s, a Bulldog, and a T30. So, if I'm not mistaken, BK's running the same lineup, but I believe ONUR6 has the same lineup as well. Do they not? That's?
Yeah, pretty close. Other than they have an extra T10 this time.
Okay. What was it they had instead of the extra 10?
WZ.
Oh yes, they had a WZ. Okay, it's basically an interchangeable tank with a different cannon.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't stick out. I myself, I really like the WZ 111. That extra oomph it lands.
Yeah, that cannon is nice. That extra, I've seen them roll like 550s, 542s. Just that every little bit helps, It seems like it happens more. Where like the T10, you'll get that low roll of like a 342 or something stupid. Where it's the opposite with those. They don't. I mean, they hit for about about 480, but they tend to roll higher than the T10 does. They roll up instead of rolling down. I know that out of my personal experience.
Now I see why they switched, or I see why they might have switched to a third T10. The player King of Guns was the one that was rolling the WZ, and they swapped him in for
Rhinos.
Kronos, yes, and he might not have the WZ or prefers the T10 at any rate.
Man. Oh, gone.
BK.
Melted.
BK tried to do the same field push with the E50s that ONUR6 did, but they did not let it happen. I'm Great got melted.
Yeah, he got.
And Donkey and Spectre are sitting here in behind this bunker. ONUR6 is just going to move into sound. They just left him.
Yep, they took the super long way around. So, unfortunately, ONUR6 probably already knows that they have a huge overmatch. So we have lasers.
Yeah, they know.
Set up. He's gonna look right down this lane and just absolutely implode somebody that comes through. Here it comes. Let's see who he's gonna.
He sees him.
Yep, he sees him. He's waiting for it. Is it KSI gonna?
Oh, he's going for Vortex instead. Lasers hit Vortex there for 730.
Oh, nice. Going after Viper. Cross actually, Deluxe Cross actually got a bounce. Here comes HK behind, and he's going to start working the flank shots along with the Industry.
Yeah, those E50s have circled right around.
Viper Vortex facing
Vortex
the wrong
goes
way.
Down.
Rambler, oh my God, T30 rolling in. GG's.
Well, which way is the wrong way when you got shots coming in from both sides? Those E50s are just flanking machines. They're fast enough with enough armor that you can come in.
Quick taps not work on this map. Unless you set up an extreme fire line in front. I mean, that melted it. And what you got to think? So ONUR6 only had one tank out in the field. So they had six of their tier 9s out there in the city. I mean, ram.
And Ion Spectre ends up ramming. The Lycan in the field killed the Bulldog.
We have a landing kill. And it's done over here.
Nice.
We have lasers doing the jump, trying to run them over.
Industry wanted that ram kill. You know he was going to go for it if he got there. BK probably didn't watch last week's stream where POPRS tried to do a 6-man sneak cap on Siegfried line here, and all 6 of them got melted. It was a devastating loss, but we learned not to quick cap on Siegfried line, which is why we wanted to come back out with Siegfried line tonight, because we failed horribly on it last week. ONUR6 goes up 2-0 on Siegfried line, and whose map pick was that anyway?
That was BK's, and now we're going to hymns.
Okay. Only one tank on BK's side broke 1,000 damage. KSI Deluxe Cross got 1762. We have HM8K 420 getting 2600 in his E50. The T30 edging slightly above him. We have lasers and got 2700. 2 of them there pulling good damage rolls, but the whole team there getting a good damage spread. Stevie, the only one just shy of 1,000. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty funny because is it not the round 5 tiebreaker?
I don't know.
I believe that's what was called. This is, if you scroll up, this is what Nerve set up as the round 5 tiebreaker. So essentially here, BK has to win 3 consecutive matches on this map. I'm not sure if you need to unspectate any of those on your 6 players or not. Hells.
Sorry, I'm doing 100 things here. Sorry.
That's why I offered to run the room for you.
No, it's okay. It's just one of those.
I'm sure
you just need gentle reminders.
You're still doing a better job than I would have done anyway. I can promise you that. With my keyboard setup, I still look at it going, I don't know what key B is. I don't know what key X is.
Some back-to-school stuff while your kids back in school, losing their backpacks, losing all that stuff. You bought them at Walmart for all this. Well, why don't you treat yourself to a backpack? Go get a tank backpack with your team's logo on it over there at Acorn Esports. Then you can show to your kids, see, this is what you get if you're part of the cool. The cool. Alright, so Stevie, now this is where I would see the IS-3s coming into effect. Loaded up, T10s, WZs, IS-3s, all the way. Keep the T30 in there so you can have that big punch. Yep, there we go. Get the different version going. There's a Fatherland. The Fatherland really good with that turret, and then also it is still just as bouncy as the IS-3, just has that a higher fire rate by about 1 round. So,
are you following the Discord here? That BK has lost, he lost power, so he's not able to get back on, and they are requesting if ONUR6 would be generous enough to match them 6v6.
Yeah. Looks like Cutter's saying 654.
Which would be straight 9s.
Alright, so, but in 6, so what do you pick? What do you pick?
Just gonna swap the batteries in my headset while they're doing this.
No problem. So let's see, if Donkey pushes Bobman up anywhere, that STI could be a big shocker. There you go, pair of WZs coming out on ONUR6, pair of T10s. See what the other 3 tanks BK is going to come out with. See, I don't like coming out with these E50s. You need heavy metal. Look at your opponent. You need to look at your opponent and see what they're running. If they're pulling out all this heavy metal, I mean, it's an urban map, I would match it back up. Because mobility, yeah, it's nice in this map, but yet again, now you're giving up hit points. VKB, that's absolutely terrorizing, so.
That's always unfortunate when somebody loses power and can't get back in.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why it's always recommended to have an 8th or a 9th guy in the room, just in case.
Alright, so here really fast on your 6. T30, pair of T10s, VKB, and a couple of WZs. Well, Rove has to unselect, but yet again over on BK, pair of E50s, a T10 STI, AMX 5120.
I'm sure we're not sticking to what he was, but I believe he was a T10.
Yeah, if he pulls out a Conquer, don't pull 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 out.
I mean, it doesn't, I don't think it really much matters. If he changes tanks, it's not really, doesn't really much matter here, does it? But I would think he's just putting, he's just putting on consumables, premium consumables.
Okay, all right.
He's probably all loaded out for an 8 and then got traded up to the T10 with the straight 9 loadout.
Jamming out this evening. Everything's kind of, we're just having a free form tonight here on Meltdown Monday. Not taking it too seriously, having a lot of fun. A lot of back-to-back games for some of these teams, like ONUR6, playing back-to-back. SKB be playing back-to-back tonight. So I got some.
Well, they got an hour break.
Yeah.
We've got ONUR6 in blue and BK in red. We'll see if these teams go straight for cap or if they try and do a bit of engagement here on the tracks. It's always risky not going for cap on this winter variant of Himmelsdorf because it's a long hill to climb if you don't go there.
Yeah.
Neither team really making a push for the cap, though. ONUR6 is coming right down tracks at them.
But they're really spread apart.
Yeah. BK's moved into the city a little bit, so they're not there to land shots.
I Am Great's going to get ripped. There's the T30 shot. He should have moved a long time ago. Donkey completely broadside getting hit. Going to be getting, this is going to be nasty.
He takes 487 roll and a 470 roll on Vector.
KSI Cross now going back across the battlefield. Why would you do that? Because now you're going to get melted. Bad call. Bad call. That you knew that
if he wanted to be over there, he needed to be there sooner.
A lot sooner.
Now, the thing is, they might have been thinking, let's get a stall going there and let's get these 3 tanks up the hill for a quick cap. But The stall was too little too late, and the push up the hill, I think, is too late as well. They're
Ion Spectre is getting
on your
melted.
6 is just pushing. On your 6 is just pushing too fast behind them. I don't think the quick cap's gonna work.
No, they spent too much time. If they was gonna do a quick cap, they should have picked a bat chat
Called it
or
quicker.
something. Yeah, that or just send the E50s right off the bat and start put it on there, because now you're looking at about 40 seconds. HM should be right about there in about 40 seconds, right where Rove Rambler is.
Rove Rambler needs to turn and stall them. It's their only hope. They got 40 seconds. Rove Rambler has to stall them for 40 seconds. He might be able to pull it off. He really might.
Now, at this moment in time, I would have put the STI there, because the STI does have better gun depression. Don't pull out, Rove Rambler.
This is
It's
true, but
too early.
they need to get on the protected side of that castle.
All right, Rove, now go up. If he's going to truly do it, I would roll up and get an HK space.
The bomb man is on the wrong side of that berm. He needs to be behind there.
Oh, HM's going to get the shot in
20
right
seconds.
Here. Get back. Why are you trying
Now,
to do damage?
Because he's going to be on the cap now. Oh, he goes down.
No, the E50 shouldn't be rolling forward.
No.
They should be.
But now
ahead.
on your 6 is on the cap, and the time does not matter. Once they touch cap, it cancels it out. And it's just a matter of them moving in. And they've hit the E50s now, so even if they all the cap points are lost at this point. It's just a brawl on the top of the hill.
By lasers. I mean, bottom end has taken out Rising Devil. They kind of left the STI
and
to its own
HMAK.
devices. There we go. That's the end of it. That's 3-0. All right, so we're going to get everything set back up.
I think BK was making the right calls for the point they were in the game. They were just a little bit too slow at making those calls. When they realized they were losing the track push, they needed to make the hill push, which they called, but it just seemed like everything was called about 15 seconds later than it needed to be, and that's exactly the time that was up there on the, was it 11 seconds they got the timer down to before On Your 6 was able to stop the cap?
Yeah, it was 14 seconds.
So yeah, just making the call for what they needed to do, just slightly too late. And On Your 6, I mean, they're such a good team, being able to make the calls themselves, to push the tracks, get them on the run. We have Lasers and King of Guns both breaking 2,000, as well as Rising Devil. Renos getting zeros, but I don't think that was, he only fired one shot. I don't think that was because he was having a bad game.
He was going.
It was
the
just
other way.
the wrong tank. Yeah, he wasn't able to keep up in that Bravo.
All right, so up next here we got UGCC versus SKB.
And we're back ahead of schedule again.
Yes, we are. I gotta open up this room. These two kind of have a rivalry match going against each other that dates back quite a while, SKB and UGCC. UGCC now a gold division team, taking on SKB, which is in the silver division. So SKB has everything to earn, and UGCC has everything to lose. for the points rankings here.
Now, that's kind of interesting that UGCC is gonna line up against SKB since they've just recently pulled into gold. Has UGCC fought a gold team yet?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, lots of gold teams. Immortals,
And
SBA. There's a reason why UGCC, I promoted them to gold, because they were pulling out victories over those guys.
Very nice. I've been watching them play. They play quite a lot of battles, so I have seen them play SKB. I've seen them play, I believe, Nightmare. I've seen them play, you know, lots of silver teams, but I don't think I've caught any of the gold teams they've played. UGCC, that's so hard for me to say. I don't know about you, but UGCC is right here. They're ready to go. They were waiting for that training room to open up.
Yeah, they were.
They're in it. SKB, they should be here pretty quickly too, because like we said, they had just finished playing ONUR6 Team 1. So they just played the first place silver team, and now they're going to go up against the 9th place gold team. I believe that's where UGCC sits.
Yeah, let's see here on the rankings. There we go. I got it pulled up here now. Let's see here. So UGCC actually they did. So they're in 9th, and then they're creating their 2nd team as we speak. ONUR6 first in the silver division, but that's not going to be very much longer. Let's see here, and then going down there, SKB is ranked 4th in the silver division. And I mean, essentially, if SKB gets a win over UGCC tonight, they could put 2nd and 3rd place in, not too much in 2nd, but definitely put a dent into 3rd place going against 5.
Well, the only way I would see them, well, I guess there's no buffer room. I was going to say if ONUR6 bumps up and they bump up above Oomph, the only team above them would be Nightmare. But I guess for ONUR6 to move up, somebody would have to move down, would they not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's Satire, as I call him, or they call him Z. Chocoholic. John McLean. There's Dig coming out of ONUR6, going to UGCC. UGCC. As everybody knows, Dig's the resident clan jumper here. The Fish Fan. Mr. No One. No One.
Segmented Dig, is that who you're talking of?
Yeah.
He's a resident clan jumper. How many clans has he played for?
And are you talking maybe in the last 6 months, like 4?
Really?
In the last 3 months,
you know what we call that
3.
in as a hockey player myself, I played junior league hockey, and we used to call players like that suitcases. If you played for more than 2 teams in a single season, or like 3 within 2 seasons, we called you a suitcase because you were always packing your bags and moving to a new town.
Yeah. I know with me, I was with Peril for a long time, and then went from Peril right into NFTG. Yet again, that was, you know, Peril was no more. So, I mean, it wasn't... I made my choice in Peril, just to step away for a little bit, and everything got wrapped up in WNF, I didn't have time to really do a lot of stuff, so kind of was like no clan for about 3 months. And then NFTG were like, come on over.
Well, the old Peril team that you were part of and part of running, co-running, I guess, that you guys had a good group of guys, and it just, I don't know. It was your group, so I can't really speak for it, but it seemed like when you started getting really into the streaming here, all of those players were too good to do nothing, so they all got picked up. I don't think there's a single Peril player that's not playing on another one of these teams.
I mean, most of the guys, they went over to DP, Nightmare, a lot in Nightmare. Those guys are too good to just sit on the sidelines. And so, no, I made sure when they left, I'm like, I'll make sure, being your guys' caller, that I would get you guys home.
So they're all basically in teams that are higher than Peril itself ever achieved.
Peril was considered, even like the Immortals. I mean, we were considered a high-level silver division team. I mean, we almost won our division in the WCL, but we had to deal with a problem that was addressed, and nothing was ever fixed of it. The entire division was not the very happiest on that, and then so it came down to us and Adapt. Final day we beat Adapt, but then the other team, they reversed the decision, and it was a whole big mess up. But
oh, you were part of that division. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that.
Where one team would come in, they would pick their tanks, and then they would say one person would lag out, and then they would start changing their tanks, and then that person would miraculously come back the next match, and a different person would lag out, and then come back. They would pick a different tank, and it was, I mean, we only lost out of the whole series, we only lost 3 matches out of the whole thing. And that was matches, not the series.
Not series, yeah. Rounds.
Yeah. So I mean, the guys were dedicated diehards, and now they're solid people in these other nice clans, and that's awesome. And because these guys' skill is crazy good. All right, steps, Roger. I haven't seen a good step battle in a while. We're going to get ready to see it now.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that earlier when my team was picking our map. We thought about choosing steps. And we kind of thought, well, steps, I haven't seen steps in quite a while. I haven't seen a team do steps encounter much. The encounter mode of steps is just, you both start so far on the left side, and the encounters way over on the right.
I have to teach you
I find it really odd.
I have to teach you a strat. It was proudly handed down to me. So I want to teach you guys, teach you a strat that you're going to be like, I want to play steps now, every time.
Well, being the light tank, I don't mind steps. I like these maps where there's lots of openness for me to detect the enemy before they detect me. Any map that gives me view range dominance, I'm comfortable on. But I can understand, the heavy tankers not favoring it so much. You know, we're still here doing the Monday night broadcast, and I'm already excited for next Monday. I mean, POPRS have been playing in the Monday night 7 p.m. slot for, I think, five weeks straight now, and I really look forward to it. Hopefully we can pick that slot up again. I'd like to take a new opponent on. I mean, I don't know if I can do a live call out here for an opponent in that 7 p.m. slot, but I feel like it's kind of been the POPRS home at 7 p.m. on Monday Night Meltdown. It allows me to come on the stream afterwards, and help you do this, because I know Monday night is hard for a lot of your staff. I mean, tonight it's just me and you. So, and Monday night is the only night I'm available, so it kind of works out. Wednesday and Friday I work until 10 p.m., so
people commenting about you call them suitcase. Hell Snagger there says more like a fanny pack.
more like a fanny pack. No, not much to carry when you're an e-gamer. As long as the fanny pack is big enough to put his Xbox controller in.
Yeah.
And clip his headset around his waist belt.
All right, tank slowly starting to get picked here.
I must have missed that. Well, you can tell it's hot where you are, Hell's Cat, because you are just soaking up that fan.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's to that point now, with all the electronics running and everything. I'm like hovering over the fan. It's all right. So UGCC.
You're sitting in a space heater corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. Whew. UGCC rolling out with the WZ 131 rare pick. You don't see that a whole lot. Then you got pair of E50s, pair of STIs, and a pair of conks. You want to roll down SKB to get down.
Yeah, SKB's just finishing up their selection. They got 2 more to go, but they've got 2 conquerors so far, an STI, a T10, and an E50. We'll see what their final tanks are. It's either a 7 and a 9. Yep, they're going to go with a 7 and a 9. So they rolled out another E50 to bring a pair of those, and the last tank's got to be a 7.
Almost identical. Almost close.
Somebody just jump in the room. Did SKB just get another tanker?
Maybe. Yeah.
But obviously it's fine. It's their own team, but I just thought I'd note that because it means the room is open.
No, it's private.
Actually, no, they could have sent the invite. Yes, that's right. That's right.
We did get the thumbs up for spectators.
There we go. Tank Master is in the WZ 131, so they matched the 131. It is an interesting choice at the Tier 7 Light. It is a very good Tier 7 Light. It's somewhere in between the LTTB and the T54 Lightweight. I mean, it's the same kind of small little zippy tank with more of the brawling aspect that the T-54 lightweight kind of has. I skipped through it myself. I played through it, I guess, but I didn't keep it. I went with the tier. I kept the tier 8 in that line myself, so I can't really comment too much on that tank. SKB in the blue, UGCC in the red. We are rolling out round 1 on steps and counter.
All right, let's see if those E50s get behind those STIs to help get them along. Nope. Not on SKB side. Let's check out over here on UGCC.
Snafu hasn't moved yet. We've got UGCC sending their whole team.
Look at Cav Ranger doing
down
it.
The H line.
Pushing those STIs.
Alcoholic is just spotting.
Just hauling butt. That's how you get the STIs across the field quickly.
Yeah, they're pushing those STIs faster than the Conquerors can travel.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Well, the STIs are
anyone watching this?
Some of the fastest heavies in the game for tier 9. You just got to get them there. And then there's some aspects that the STI was pulling away from the E50.
SKB gets 2 of their tanks to the cap sooner before UGCC, but UGCC, but they know they can't move in without the rest of their tanks supporting. So you've got a standoff on either side of the hill with Chocoholic still way back there out in the field. We'll see what he does.
STIs are really, they may be a little over-angled, but that's a pretty good hold-down spot there. Let's take a look live from this.
UGCC landing a bit of damage there. 1 on Breezy, 1 on Vikings. SKB moving into the bowl. Moving into the cap. Not so much, I don't think they're doing it for the cap pressure. I think they're just doing it for the position.
Out in the open there, but not getting too punished. So now, SKB, I don't like them giving up all the high ground.
No. UGCC has the Conquerors up in the high ground. They're going to be able to punish from above, and the STIs on the low ground, absorbing the push. A Chocoholic coming in, the 1v1, the other
Tank Master, yeah.
Light tank.
Big
Kev and Breezy both go down. John McCain goes down on UGCC's side. But UGCC has a commanding health point lead.
Oh yeah, those 2 STIs still are, over half health, man. That's a lot of HP in those.
Snafu's chasing this Conqueror, but he's being chased by the other E50. They even up the tanks, but UGCC has twice the health. Now, and
Ram,
that was the big exchange.
There we go, 395 plus some extra into Viking. Astros behind Shadow Blades. First round going to UGCC.
Well, Tank Master's still out there in the field, 1v1 in the Chocoholic. See if he can do it. I always love to see a good 1v1, even in light tanks. I mean, the pressure's on Chocoholic, really, because win or lose, Tank Master can't change the outcome of this battle, but Chocoholic knows he's being watched. He's able to take out Tank Master and clinch the win without waiting for the base cap.
Nice damage spread.
Damage call out?
Yeah. Nice spread over there. I mean, Astro and DeFish Pan coming in with 2,800 a pair each. And then the other STI coming in with almost 1,800. So Satire and the Conch. I mean, that's some good damage across the board. On the SKB side, a little more spread. But Vikings over there pulling it out, and his Conquer pulling out high damage for SKB side.
I shared the, you know how you had to end the stream there and restart it after the POPRS match?
Yeah.
Well, I shared the link to that video on the POPRS Facebook page, and it's already got 14 views.
Nice. Can't beat that.
Now, I was trying to go back and rewatch some matches on your YouTube channel. I found that some of them seemed to be mislabeled or something weird was going on. I was trying to watch the Acorn tournament, and I was like clicking on the one that said it was the Acorn tournament, and then it wasn't. And then it was really weird. I don't know if it was my YouTube being all messed up, but I ended up just going to the Twitch archive footage and watching it there because I was getting really confused as to what was going on the YouTube side.
It's all, I mean, and now it's been all, it's all subfoldered out and stuff like that. So you just have to go for like the New Blood if you wanted to watch it again would be under tournaments and stuff like that. I don't know. That's interesting.
This was like the tournament was on the weekend, and then this was probably the Monday or Tuesday after the tournament was when I was trying to do it. So I might have been shuffling around. You got Breezy on the wrong side, by the way. There you go.
Every so often it happens.
Yeah, Segmented Dig just said that in Discord. As much as we love Breezy, he probably wants his own team. But yes, just bear with us, guys. Hellscat is running the stream, the room, the Discord. He is a man of every talent tonight.
Reminds me doing this old school.
He is. I do not envy you right now. I have tried to run in-house events where I'm doing the stream, the Discord, the room running. It is a handful, a plateful that I don't wish on anyone, and I commend you for taking it on yourself.
Alrighty.
All right, we've got all the tanks loaded out.
Go ahead.
Can I call it UGCC?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, we have a problem because you've spectated one of their tankers because they only have 6 selected. Okay, so they have 3 E50s, a Batchat AP, a T10, a Wiz 11114, and a WZ131 in the Tier 7.
SKB side, the T30 being released, Lycan, E50, AMX 30 from Shadow Blades, Back to that old AMX 30. And then, of course, a pair of conks. Here we go. Round 2. Bohemian and Fawn saying they're using the wrong gun in the 131. Alrighty, let's see how this goes here.
All right, they've switched sides, obviously. UGCC in the blue and SKB in the red this time. UGCC turning their tanks right off the bat, heading south.
Well, they're going to meet up with Shadow Blades and also Stoned.
SKB has sent 2 tanks this way. Shadow Blades detected. Somehow, only one of the E50s has been detected. They think it's just one tank coming at them, and they're going to get very much surprised when they go, boom, there's the whole team.
Coagulant actually
Tank
ran
Master
up
came and
and
joined
hit a
them.
rock and did a half pipe. But yeah, these E50s and AMX 30 are toast. Now the rest of the
UGCC making a nice play to just jump on 3 tanks, take an overmatch. SKB's going, sending their tanks back to support, but it's already a 3-0 game. Focus fire was on point there.
John McClain not looking left. Here comes Breezy. I don't think he can clip out McClain.
No, but he can definitely. No, he's out. His clip is empty. He definitely annoyed McClain though. He's down to a 1-shot, so that's. I'd say that's a win by Breezy. Ooh, he got tracked in a bad spot. Cab Ranger finishes him off.
All right, Landrew goes down. Here we go. Only thing left is Snafu running the big cannon. He might get one more shot off.
Let's see.
Nope.
Nope. They focus fired him, and the focus fire was just on point for UGCC. They rolled the dice on that south push with all 6 tanks. And I mean, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it with all or nothing, because if you come across 2 or 3 tanks that are like SKB sent 2 that way, and then the 3rd followed up, and you're guaranteed the overmatch if all 6 are going that way. I already backed out. Are you gonna do the damage call?
I already did too. I was trying to get everything reset up.
That's, I mean, I can call it out, but no one will see it. We had 3 tanks for UGCC breaking 2K. Cav Ranger and the E50, all 3 of them are E50s actually. Cav Ranger, John McClain, and Astro, all 3 E50s breaking 2K damage for UGCC. The Bat Chat and the T10 also breaking 1,000, but the Wiz was not able to keep up with the fight, it looked like, because he only got 887. SKB, although going 7-0, all of their tanks were able to land some damage, so it was just a matter of them getting caught, separated, and focus fired out. They were able to put a fight up on their way out, though. So SKB is picked Icebound. Now this is a map that you've been doing a shout out for, saying you want to get this map on stream more.
Alrighty. Everybody over in the Twitch chat having a little fun.
Yeah, Magic's sitting there spamming a lot of different food and dessert emoticons.
Yeah.
Is there something I'm missing there?
No idea.
Okay, so I thought maybe there was a reference, something, a running joke that I've missed.
No. There's the T-54s. I like those.
Now, is it just me, Hellscat? But when I'm tuned into your stream here, and it doesn't show me how many followers you have, unless I'm just not seeing. Oh, there it is, 721.
Yep.
It was just that I have my window shrunk, so it had put it into the little ... I had the ellipses I had to click on to see it. 721, so we're pushing for the 800. The 800 marker, it's right around the corner. You're going to hit it in no time. And I've heard you've got the chicken on order. It's on the way.
Chicken on order? Yeah, they're gonna do it when all the guys get up here. So when we go to Chicago.
Yeah, but to get that much chicken, you got to order it ahead of time, right? You can't just walk into the store and clean the shelf out.
Oh well.
I mean, you could, and if you do, you should probably record that, because that would be funny. Just walking into the supermarket, going into the chicken section, and just loading up a shopping cart full of chicken breasts and.
I really hope that they don't throw raw chicken. That would suck, because they'll be asking for, you know, botulism or E. coli or something. So I'm like, if you guys just go out and spend like $10 on chicken nuggets, just don't fling them too hard at me. So I'll come up swinging. UGCC coming out with a solid lineup.
I always like to see the 3 T-54s and the 3 E-50s running together. This is SKB's map pick, so I wonder if they have an interesting strat that they have in mind to test out.
I wonder if
they got
they're
a snake bite lined up there.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do what Vikings coming out with an E100. Yeah, that's an invalid pick.
Well, maybe they think they can trade in that tier 7 for a 6 and bring in the 10. It still adds up to 61. But I do gotta ask, why do you have the tier range set at 6? Why do you have the tier range set at 6? Anyway.
Oh, it's just the way I always.
Yeah, Breezy's saying math works, but UGCC is saying that's not allowed. They want to hear it from you, Hells. Or me, I guess. I believe you do have it clearly posted under rules. Yes, under rules.
Or I could just do this then. They want to get snooty. They're lucky it's not beaver.
Yeah.
I'm more of a forgiving type of guy here.
UGCC is saying, you cheeky, I'm not going to read. I'm not sure what your censorship is for. Breezy's blowing him kisses. Shadowblade still has not changed his tank, though. You're just gonna launch it. I like it. Fine. Leave him in the snake bite.
Give up all them hit points, I don't care. Enjoy, love doing this, but come on, give me a break. So you're figuring they're going to do the ONUR6 maneuver. They're going to put that that snake bite into the center, just like ONUR6 did, and close it with a the Type 4 heavy, and then try to get the cap out. So see what happens. UGCC coming in with the T-54s. I like them. Get a lot of bounces on them.
All right, SKB, sorry, UGCC is sending the 2 light tanks, the 2 1390s south, and the rest of their team is cutting across the AB line. SKB is going straight for town. Right in. They've got the snake bite right on the edge of that cap.
Yeah, but he's waiting for his Type 4 heavy to get up here. Now the difference is the Type 4 heavy was being pushed by the snake bite by ONUR6. So now they're going to waste up to about 3.5 minutes waiting for Tank Master to drive across the snow to get up here. So by that time they're done going to be flanked by a pair of dangerous AMX. All right, so there's this, and so what? Now they're gonna give him cover.
30 seconds on the cap here. They got all three on that cap quick. And what I'm thinking they were planning on doing was burying that snake bite with the E100.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what they was gonna do. I mean, but the Type 4 Heavy's just as big as an E100. So I mean,
if not bigger.
Type 4 is gonna get caught out here, right out in the open. He's not even gonna make it over there. Breezy taking a big hit there from.
I mean, at this point, SKB has to hold that cap, but they can't.
Now the problem is Landry.
UGCC coming in from four different lanes here coming in. They're on the hill. The cap is contested.
Yep, they're trying to get it.
But the thing is, on encounter mode, it doesn't matter because once you're on the cap, the cap points stop.
As you see, UGCC is all just kind of chilling here. They're gonna drop on top of them.
Yeah, you got to get in for a close up of this because you're gonna see a tank drop from above.
All right, so the Type 4 Heavy's dead. So you're gonna have to force the light tank up and over that ridge. You got, yep, there you go. 54 is getting it. Now you guys gotta push the 54 up and over. Think together. There you go, 1390.
Now, were they just hoping for a draw here? Because Snakebite's just waiting for.
You know what the funny thing is gonna be though? There's SKB is still gonna lose. They're gonna.
Segmented gets up and over. He's on top. It's just a crush.
Yep, it's gonna be a crush death. Good night, SKB. Thanks for trying. Duly noted. You guys wanna do that? All right. So UGC pulling it out, 3-zip. Great job to those guys over there.
UGCC showing why they've been bumped up to gold
status.
Yeah. Those guys come out with a dominant gameplay every single round, it seems.
Well, that was it. So thank you everybody for coming out, I guess, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Time flies when we're doing this. Hey, I didn't even realize that was the final match. I'm sitting here looking at the schedule, going, "Who's next?"
Yep, and that's it. Well, do you have any final thoughts before we wrap this sucker up and end it for the night?
Well, it was fun. I'm always happy to be here on Monday nights, Meltdown Mondays.
Oh yeah.
It's, as I mentioned earlier, it's the only night that I'm home. I have to watch from work on Wednesdays and Fridays, so I'm not able to participate or commentate. So Mondays, I really look forward to Mondays because it's my day that I'm home, and I can either join in and co-commentate with you guys, or bring my POPRS out for battle. And we have done that 5 weeks going, and the 7 p.m. slot. I hope we can do that again. Keep that going forward. We are looking to hopefully play a new team. We had a couple of teams that were hoping to play us this week, and this week's schedule kind of got put together last minute, it seemed. But maybe next week we'll get it going, and hopefully a new bronze team. We are still bronze. POPRS are a bronze team. So we are looking for a bronze matchup.
Okay. Well, I guess, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out this evening. Thank you for Weasel for sticking around. Thanks for all the teams coming out doing double duty on your 6, SKB being a pain in my butt. But UGCC, oh my goodness, there was just the POPRS coming out, TG coming out, SKB, on your 6, BK, and UGCC. Thank you for everybody coming out. Beaver has a huge Wednesday lined up, so definitely check that out. This is Hell's Cat Death with Wednesday Night Fights, saying we'll see you Wednesday. Have a great evening.